Yosh, what is going on? Cardboard enthusiasts, it is Soulburner here with another Bakugan Armored Alliance battle pack. I think this is what this is, technically the new battle packs. They replaced one of the Bakugan with the Battle Gear, so we're gonna have 4 Bakugan and 1 Battle Gear in this set. So we're kind of replacing one of them with a different type of plastic toy. I'm very excited to open this because this is something I've been wanting for a while, which is the Battle Gear. I mean, even before they did the sneak peek for it in Cali, I knew we were going to get Battle Gear again, and just to have it back is fantastic. Yeah, let's check out what we're getting. So it looks like we have Pyrus Pegatrix Ultra and the Darkus Trox Ultra from the packaging here. So we have a Aurelus Bakugan on this side, the Trox Ultra, the Battle Gear with attachments, the Pyrus Pegatrix, and an Aquos Bakugan on this side. So it looks like we're going to get 8 cards, 4 action cards, which is probably going to be, hopefully, all Baku Gear. That'd be pretty cool. 4 character cards, and 6 baku-cores. Kind of shows this down here of, you know, it's got some opening action and whatnot. Same thing on the side here. Then it has just the Bakugan on the top that you're going to be, or the Ultras on here you're going to be getting. And on the back it shows us the cores we're going to be getting. So without having it straight up because of the glare, we have an Aurelus Howlkor core and a Nillious core. So having a Howlkor core is very interesting. I've been waiting for them to make one of those for a while, and I didn't really know how they were going to do it. And yeah, they made one. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. So without wasting too much time, let's go ahead and just get everything on out. And we are back with everything laid out. So I don't really know how I want to tackle this one. Let's start with the baku-cores. So we have an orange shield, a very dramatic orange shield of Darkus and Pyrus getting 400 B power. We then have a magic shield of 550 B power, followed by an orange shield of plus 300 B power, a green fist, plus 2 damage, minus 2 cost on Baku Battle Gear. Then we have a Helix of plus Shadow Strike, minus 2 cost on a Baku Gear. Have another Green Fist, plus 100 B power, plus 3 damage for Pyrus and Darkus. A Red Fist of plus 200 B power, plus 3 damage, minus 2 on a Baku Gear. And finally, we have the Orange Shield, plus 300 B power, minus 1 cost on a Baku Gear. So it's really cool that they have minuses on here because you're still able to pick up more than 1 baku-core. So you could essentially make your Battle Gear free if you pick up the right cores. So that is just absolutely insane, especially with Consort and Mach Punch and all these other crazy cards that just let you equip stuff from the field onto an open Bakugan. There's actually a Battle Gear that lets you do such. So that is something I really want to cover in the future. Another reason I've been holding off on my Green Fist deck profile is because I want to integrate a lot of the stuff from Armored Elite / Armored Alliance. I think Elite is the pro stuff. Alliance is the like all of the stuff. So I don't really know. We're just gonna go with Armored Alliance for now because that's what I've been calling it the most. That's really cool. These cores are just absolutely beautiful. Like I'm gonna make some room for so we can look at those. So in order to do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the action cards. And just like I predicted, they are all Baku Gear. So that's a really good way of getting them. One of the best Baku Gear that you can get right now is Scorching Swords. It's a 2-cost Battle Gear, Baku Gear, that gives Shadow Strike, plus 100 B power, and plus 1 damage. This isn't as important as this right here. A 2-cost that gives Shadow Strike is pretty insane. Gotta love that. Another Pyru Hammer. We have 2 of these from the pro deck that we opened. Link is in the description if you guys want to check that out. Video was a lot of fun to make, and just so many new cards and abilities and stuff to go into that I'm just so excited to have, and definitely go ahead and check that out if you want to help the channel grow and everything. So that would be awesome. So we have a playset of those now. Then we have Baku Thrusters, a 4-cost for Aquos that gives 3 B power and 3 damage. And finally, we have Dark Daggers, 4-cost, plus 200 B power and plus 5 damage. So I really like the borders on the Baku Gear. They look sick. I love the silver that they are. They just look really, really nice. We're going to look at this in a little bit, so let's go ahead and take a look at the actual Bakugan right now, starting with Aquos Nillious. So here we have Aquos Nillious core. Yeah, pretty interesting. He's got like the two... Oh, they're at like different heights. That's crazy. But they're still... Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is really cool. They've got the different crests on the head like we had talked about previously. Different colored eyes right off the bat. The arms, part of the body again. I really like this crest we got going down the middle as well. The B power is located here at 600. Nice flat tail. It's interesting. Interesting to say the least. I like these wings a lot. The orange accent's still working really well on Aquos. Liking it. He's got peg here, here, and here for these to go onto, just to show. I can actually show these off right now, but yeah, they go in just like this. So you just grab whichever you want to attach, and you just go ahead and just clip them on. So if you like equip dark daggers onto this, then you could put these on here like such. You don't need to put these pieces or even this piece on the Bakugan itself to have the battle gear. So they're just kind of like aesthetic, just something like toy to play with a little bit more than what we have already. So that's interesting. I like this Bakugan a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at our classic Nillious to kind of compare notes. Here we have our previous Nillious. So he has the heads kind of going in a separate way. The heads themselves aren't like too complex. Like they're kind of just, there's so much color going on. It's hard for my camera to focus. Come on. So yeah, the heads on here aren't like too detailed or anything. They're kind of just like flat snake heads. The eyes are the same color, but these ones, you know, they got like the nice jaw and the eye. Like this jawline itself is closer to the cartoon, the anime that we have. With like the teeth and stuff, where this one is just kind of like, it's just kind of like Nillious, you know. So shout out to my boy Grady. I miss you. Can't wait for you to come back. Got a brand new Nillious for you to play around with when you get home. So hell yeah, new Nillious. Let's take a look at his character card. So we have Aquos Nillious core, Red Fist, and Helix. They're putting Helix on a lot more Bakugan. I've noticed right out of the gate. So we have the 600 B power and 1 damage. So that's really cool. I like this art a lot. Looks absolutely sick. Really cool. I like how it's got like the ridges down the neck. It still does on here, but it's a lot more noticeable on this old school one. So that's kind of like an homage to that, I feel. Next up, we have the Pyrus Pegatrix Ultra. Looking absolutely sick in the Pyrus. I love these wings. Do like an extra fold open, so they're extremely long in comparison. A lot of manual parts on here. Both of the wings, the front hooves and the back hooves are all manual. So you have to open those yourself, as well as the horn. So yeah, there's like 2, 4, 6... 7 different parts you gotta open for this one. If you are a lazy brawler, then the new Pegatrix Ultra probably is not for you. So yeah, we have this big, huge magnet here on the back that is just gigantic. And it's this big horse tail with a different color here at the end. The green hooves look nice. Got like these wings that come off of it. We had just opened the Pyrus Pegatrix core for this, so to see the two back to back is really interesting. Bigger front legs on the front here. He's not in the galloping stance as the old Ultra. Here's the previous Pegatrix Ultra that we have. Really nice stripes and everything on it. It's kind of like in this, like, I guess it's more of a neighing, like a neighing position, pose, I don't know. It's got these really wide feet to keep it standing, and has like this, really like weak spot here in the middle to like fold it all open, and these front hooves are completely manual. So I guess he has probably as much manual pieces as the other one, but you know, them kind of next to each other. I like them each as much in different ways. I'm so sorry about my camera. I don't know what is going on. It like wants to focus sometimes, It's like on the cores it wants to focus, but on the ultras I could just go heck myself. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the small horn. I wish, you know, it was a little bit bigger, especially since it's opposable. Could have made it a little bit bigger. Like this one's a little small, but I mean, like compared to the head, like the head is tiny and it has an even tinier horn. Where this one, like the head is like pretty, you know, it's not small by any means, or it's not like teeny tiny, but it's still like, you know, it's a horse head. But this one's just like really itty bitty, I feel. And then we got the pegs here on the side, and then the big magnet is towards the sky, so you can put that battle gear on. So that's pretty cool. Let's look at his character card. We have the intimidating Pyrus Pegatrix Ultra, green fist, orange shield, 800 B power, and 1 damage. So that's pretty sweet. Nice and nice and strong to roll early, and then, you know, you just build up damage with like your Baku Gear or any of your other ability cards or heroes over the course of the game. You can also lure your opponent into a false sense of security with that low damage, and then swing it, I don't know, you know, just turn it into a big number, so that would be pretty cool. But moving on to the next Bakugan, which is the Howlkor core. Wow, okay. Yeah, Howlkor core. He is very, very interesting. What a cool Bakugan this one is. He like, so his tail is manual, you gotta open the tail, but he has a spring in him, and he pushes forward when he opens to like have all the heads up front, and they're not just kind of like chilling out back here. Yeah, I didn't know it did this, so I thought it was like this. But for some reason, them being up in the front just makes him look a lot better. So that's really cool. I like the spring like a lot. So he looks awesome. I'm going to bring an old Aurelus Bakugan in here. I know he doesn't have a core previously, but I just want to make a comparison. So we looked at this one a little bit ago in the last video, the Aurelus Dragonoid, and just like the bronze like body that these have is just so much cleaner. It has like way more silver, and the silver is like more metallic, and it actually has like gold on it, where these ones are definitely missing gold. So these new Aurelus Bakugan look absolutely sick. Like just this addition of gold, as well as the black. Oh god, they look amazing. His B power is going to be down here under his foot, or I guess under his like ribs. I don't know. He's got this peg right here. We have 1, 2, 3 heads that we're looking at, and yeah, this Bakugan is amazing. Like I'm glad they waited to do a Howlkor core, because if this is why it took so long to make and to come out, then I will happily wait for other cores like Garganoid and Webum core to come out if this is the level of ingenuity they're going to put into cores for this new wave. So that's really cool. I like this a lot. Like a lot more than I thought I was going to. So let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy's character card. Aurelus Howlkor, core, skinny dog, magic shield and a regular shield, 400 B power, 1 damage. He gets an additional 400 B power if he lands on an orange shield, or an additional 4 damage if he lands on a magic shield. So that's really cool. It kind of plays into each of the shields like weakness, where, you know, orange shields are not played as much because magic shields are better. So you play like a 300, and then you land on it with this, it becomes a 700 with his ability. And then magic shields are really good in B power already, so you just give it an additional attack boost bonus, and it just makes him way more worth it. So yeah, this Bakugan is crazy. From design to the abilities that he has, definitely a Bakugan I would recommend picking up. Like if you're gonna get like any of the Armored Alliance stuff, I would say this one was really, really good, because you get an amazing battle gear in this one, as well as the cores. But this Bakugan, like I'm gonna try and find something to do with him, because he's really good. And finally, for the Bakugan, we have Darkus Trox Ultra. Here he is. He's got some big old feet, tiny little arms, and a nice big mouth. He is a Tyrannosaurus, of course, so he needs to have those tiny arms. This Trox is very interesting compared to the last one. His magnet is on his tail instead of on his jaw, but I like to think of this Trox as more of a Gigantosaurus than a Tyrannosaurus, just due to the fact that, you know, he is dramatically different from his other counterpart. I'm gonna go ahead and bust that one out because there's not like too much to say about this Bakugan other than he's got big feet. So let's go ahead and grab our older Trox and compare the two. So old Trox, you know, he's got his little opposable arms that you can put, his big head, because that's where his magnet is, and he has his tail for balance, and he has a really hard time flipping open and staying. He's got big feet, but, you know, these feet are a little bit longer, so yeah. His head is a lot smaller because his magnet is right here on his tail. The head size is crazy. His jaw actually opens on this one, which is really interesting. Don't know why he needs to do that, but it does. His arms are opposable. His arms are also opposable. Feet are a little bit bigger so he can land. Oh, wait, they flip out too. Oh, so they're even longer than I thought. So let's get a measuring. Oh yeah, they're way longer. That's crazy. He's just like, you know, he's really big in the hips right here, where he's like nice and solid all throughout the bottom because his tail also comes down and touches onto the ground. So he still does that flip that we're all pretty familiar with, but yeah, I like each of these Troxes in their own way. I don't like one more than the other. I mean, I might like this one a little bit more, but I like what they did with this Trox. I can't complain really. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the actual figure. Let's go ahead and take a look at his character card. So we have this dope art for Darkus Trox Ultra, a orange shield and a green fist, 700 B power and 2 damage. Pretty cool. That is not a bad Bakugan either. I'm still trying to get over. Oh, Nillious, get back in frame. I'm just trying to get over this Howlkor. He's crazy. And now finally onto the battle gear. All right, now we're even lower than we were before. Ever since my phone updated, it's been having a really hard time staying focused, and I do not like it. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to play around with it some more. Hopefully the next video that I have is a little bit more quality, which is such a bummer that this one didn't come out how I wanted it to. Here is the Baku Gear. Yep, that's what it does. You just stick it on to the magnet portion, and it deploys. So I'll do that again so you guys can all see it. So you just stick the magnet part right here onto the Bakugan, and it just deploys. So that's pretty much it. You could take these additional pieces and put them on the Bakugan, and now he's all decked out in armor. So yeah, it also works for the Pegatrix right here. So, you know, you could put it on there if you want. Pretty sweet. Let's see how it actually opens with the wings in the way of this one. Yeah, so not as well for Pegatrix here. But that is actually going to do it for me for this video. Really cool battle pack to open. The 4 Bakugan with the 1 gear is pretty cool, and getting all 4 Baku Gear is really dope. Just a good way of, you know, grinding out some real quick and also getting some amazing Bakugan. Definitely a set I recommend picking up. I don't really know which of the battle packs, like the new battle packs, is worth, like, the most worth picking up, but I think this one's actually pretty good. Not a bad one to start off with, especially if you're deck building and everything, or getting into the game right at this point. Not too bad. Yeah, I really like, you know, all the stuff we get in this one. The Pegatrix is fantastic. I like it a lot. The Trox looks really good. Nillious and Howlkor, A+ Bakugan. But that is going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of these Bakugan videos. I will be coming back to doing the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff here in the future. But right now with the Bakugan hype, I definitely got to stay on it. Got a lot of really cool videos coming up, so you do not want to miss it. Also, leave a like on this video because that would mean a lot to me. With that being said, I hope you guys have a fiery day.